offense was a lot better today. The defense, I think, has been moving in the right direction, but I thought the willingness to move the ball and keep it moving and making plays for each other was terrific.
Seems like Wiggins got you off to a good start.
Yeah. Well, I think they made the game easy for each other by making the extra pass. And when you move the ball like that, it's, now you're going to get rhythm on your shots, which I thought we did. And, New Orleans is a tough team. They got a lot of weapons. They spread you out pretty good. And so for us, it was fifth game in 7 days. It's been a challenge, but our guys responded well.
How did you think Collins did with the physicality of Colin Davis?
Yeah, it was nice to see him play a game against New Orleans.
What is it that's clearly motivated too in that second quarter when they were getting a little physical, played maybe a little bit?
Well, they are physical it can be frustrating at times, but he can't allow that to get to him, and I thought he handled that really well today. I thought he showed a lot of maturity and growth in terms of not reacting to calls and non-calls and just playing. And he's playing a really strong all-around game right now. And he's seeing things. He's making great plays out of the post, and it's added another dimension to our offense. And even in the Boston game, the start of the game, we didn't make shots, but I liked the shots that we were getting.
Have you had a player that, like 3 weeks ago, seemed lost at one end of the court who has come into his own as fully as he has in this last week?
And that's the hard thing, I think, when you have, young guys and they're going through things. He's had stretches where he's played very well. He just hasn't been able to sustain it over a period of time. But I think he's starting to develop an understanding now of how important it is to prepare for each opponent, and I think that comes with experience. I think and I know he loves winning, so that's he's doing a lot of great things out there for us.
Aside from the foul trouble for Cat, what is it about the matchup against New Orleans that seems to bring out the best in Corey?
That's a good question. I think he enjoys the contact, so that's a big plus there. And he knocked a couple shots down today. He can pull people away from the basket, and when we're moving the ball, he's a very good screener too. So if we keep it moving and he runs into the pick and roll and he flares out, usually we get something pretty good out of that. And even if he doesn't shoot it, he's very good at going into a dribble hand off of that. So it keeps us moving, and I think that's important, particularly against a team that has that type of size up front. So he's played very well against them, and I think he's starting to get into a pretty good rhythm too.
You start this 5-game homestand with a big win and a big challenge coming on Monday. How important was it to get this in this fashion with the challenge of the Cavaliers coming on Monday?
Well, it was important to us because it was the next game, just as Monday's game against Cleveland's the next one. So I think it's, for us, we can't look ahead. You can't look behind. Just concentrate on what's in front of us. And the important thing is the improvement. Each and every day, just keep improving, get better. And this is good. This has been a good test for us. Traveling the way we've traveled, we've been, all over the place from one coast to the other, and not finding excuses. Just go out there, battle every night, get better, get ready for the next one, improve. We know they're one of the best teams in the East. Boston was one of the best teams in the East. So we have to be ready for them.
Jamal as like a point guard mode as opposed to shooting guard mode.
He was like the first half. I thought the plays he made off the pick and roll were fantastic. They just, there was a swing of the ball, there was the pick and roll, there was the extra pass, and I thought that helped set the tone for us.
If he could sustain that with the second unit. I mean, he obviously notices a need for long-range shooting, but when he moves the ball like that, it really seems like the second.
Yeah, and I think the thing is having multiple pick and roll players on the floor is really important. I think, and you see that, you know, New Orleans has one of the best offenses in the league, and they have multiple pick and roll players on the floor, and they have a unique skill set from their bigs. So oftentimes then you see an unusual pick and rolls, like where the 4-5 pick and roll, the 5-4 pick and roll, and then their guards are very good. Even Jameer is a lot like Jamal in the sense that he's been around forever and he's still very, very effective. And he's been a great pick and roll player in the league for a long time. And so, you know, when you get one pick and roll on one side of the floor and you kick it and get to the second one, usually it forces the defense to shift, and then it opens up seams for you.
Tom, the three-point defense, I mean, they missed some shots, but it seemed like they didn't have a ton of really clean looks. Did you like what you were
Yeah, I think you know, and again, some I thought they missed. But I thought for the most part, like, we're doing a much better job of doing more than one thing, and it starts with the containment of the ball on the pick and roll, and then we have to protect the rim and the paint, and then react out and cover the line. So you need to do more than one thing, and that's probably where we were falling short early in the year. We got the initial part, sometimes the second part, but we weren't getting the third and fourth. And in today's NBA, that's critical. You have to. It's a must.